I'm Johnny Two Thumb 17, and this is our episode 50 spectacular. So not only is this the 50th episode of the series, but it's also my 200th game as the manager of SKA-Khabarovsk. And taking a look at this resume, I would say it's pretty darn impressive for having only been a coach for about 6.5 years. We won the cup for the Asian Games football tournament. We won the cup for the African Championship of Nations. We won the Russian second tier. And individually, I have 2 second tier head coaching of the year awards and 1 Russian top tier head coach of the year award. So not too shabby, quite a bit of silverware. Not too bad for a kid that just came to Russia with a hope and a dream. So let's get you guys caught up real quick before we jump into the match. Since the last episode, I forgot to mention that we released Magadiev, and we also did end up losing Sonin on a free transfer. Unfortunately, we could not make him happy enough, and a team came in and picked him up. He was out of contract with us. We were paying him on a month-to-month basis. So unfortunately, we do lose a pretty good prospect there. And since the last episode, we've played 4 games, 5 if you count the friendly, but nobody counts the friendly because it's a scrub team. We've played 4 games, we have 3 wins, no losses, 1 draw. So the team is in exceptionally good form right now. And we're starting to get hot at a really good time. We're currently in 7th place, and our defense is tightening up. We now have the 6th best defense in the league, which is miles ahead of where we were at. At one point, we had like the 11th worst defense. So we are trending upwards. We're definitely figuring things out. The team is starting to gel. We're not quite perfect yet, but we are improving greatly here as we head towards the end of the season. And the last bit of news is Popoka, unfortunately, is out injured once again. This time with a twisted ankle. Before we saw him have a high ankle sprain. This time it's just a twisted ankle. So he's going to be out 2 to 4 weeks. He'll be back by the end of the season. But unfortunately, that does mean that we aren't going to have him for the semifinal match in the Russian Cup or the next few games, which kind of sucks, but I really don't have anyone else to blame but myself. I probably should have been paying more attention to the medical center because we were playing him game after game after game, and he's still only 19. He's not used to a full campaign. So I probably should have done better rotating him in and out, and he probably wouldn't have picked up these ankle injuries. So before we get to the match, be sure to like and favorite the video if you're new. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Leave me a comment. Let me know where you think we're going to finish. We are currently in 7th. Let's take a look at the league table real quick for that. So here's the table. We're in 7th place, 2 points behind 6th, 4 points clear of 8th. There's 5 games left, including the game today. So go ahead and leave me a comment on where you think we will finish this season. And with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and jump into this match against Rostov. We are looking for a bit of revenge here. They beat us earlier in the season in one of our first live comms, I think. Maybe it was the first or second live comm. They crushed us 1-4. So we are looking for a little bit of revenge here in this episode. Let's get to it, guys. Here's the lineup we are going with today. We have Koom and Ailton up top, Sissoko, Sukov out wide, K-Lely and P-Lely are our defensive mids, Aja, Kuz, Stanis, and Mbandi are our backline. Maximenko, of course, is in goal. And what do you know? Our player pictures are now fixed. Aja and Mbandi are now their actual race. Good to see that was fixed, because that was kind of bizarre last episode. So headed into this game, we are the slight underdogs. Our recent form is pretty much even. I would say we might have the slight edge because we've won 3 games in a row and they've won 2. But other than that, the recent form is pretty much even. I've asked the squad to play more narrow. And I know that might seem a little bit counterintuitive given the fact that they are playing with wingers. Do you think we would want to play more wide so that we could cover that? But I'm expecting a lot of balls to be coming into the box, especially since their striker leads the team in goals and assists. So he seems to be the main person that they play through. So I wanted our team shape to be a little more narrow, just so the box is a little more congested. And hopefully as those crosses come in, we'll have more defenders back there to deal with it. We'll see if it pays dividends though. So far, they are getting a lot of shots off on target here early on, but our defense is still holding pretty strong. A throw in now. Aja's going to take it. He's looking deep for Sissoko. In the box, he finds it. Kaleli, not his game, but I can't fault him for taking that opportunity. He had plenty of space there on the edge of the box. You want your players to sort of strike from there, but shooting is not Kaleli's specialty. It's not either of the Lely's specialty, to be honest. But you can't really fault him for taking that shot. Rostov now, great tackle there. Unfortunately, the clearance, not so much. But we do win the ball back again. Mbandi finds Ailton. Ailton's going to knock it forward. Unfortunately, not quite on the same page there as Coombe. Rostov now with the counterattack. Our defense is set up pretty well. We got plenty of numbers back. Again, seeing they're trying to play out wide, but we're forcing them back into the midfield. They do have a lot of numbers forward here. They get off the shot. Maximenko comes up with a big save there. So we do have to watch out for their target man in this instance. They did try to find him, but Stannis does enough to clear the ball there. We end up conceding a throw a little later. There's those crosses coming in that I was talking about. Maximenko with another fantastic save. The deflection there, the rebound, a little bit scary, especially since they had a player closing down, but we do well there. Aja tries to get the interception there. Can't quite win possession back. That is perfectly fine. You've heard me say this all season long. If teams want to shoot from that far out, they are more than welcome to. Free kick for Rostov now. They drive it towards the end of the box. We do close it down. They have plenty of numbers forward. Get there, Sissoko. Sissoko does. He intercepts it. He finds Coombe. Ailton. He has help. Ailton in a ton of space. A little late getting the ball there. Out wide to Coombe again. Finds Pileli. Pileli to Coombe. Coombe with the shot is deflected, but we do win the corner. Oh, it's a goal kick? Was I mistaken there? I thought that bounced off of Rostov's player. Apparently it didn't. I really thought that was a deflected shot. Ailton now. He's going to find Sukov out wide. Take him, Sukov. It's one-on-one. You're a winger. Take him. Instead, he finds Pileli. Pileli back to Sukov. In space. Cross it. Cross it, Sukov. Out wide to Sissoko. That was not quite the cross we were looking for, but not a bad run of play. We would have liked to have seen him do a shorter cross to try to find Coombe there. Sissoko from that far out, a header's never really going to challenge the keeper. We go into halftime, tied 0-0. Looking at the stats, it's the same story it's been all season. The other team is dominating. 11 shots to R5, 5 shots on target to R2, 62% of the possession. But our defense is holding strong. Now, I know last episode was kind of boring, so hopefully we get a little bit of excitement in the second half and try to find a goal of our own. So as we start the second half here, I have remembered that I forgot to say something in the beginning of the episode. In the excitement of the 50th episode in our 200th game, this sort of got lost in my mind. But if we win today and get a few results to go our way, it is possible for us to mathematically secure our spot in the top division with this game. Unfortunately, it doesn't quite look like that's going to happen yet. We haven't really been threatening in our attack. They have been pressing us. Maximenko comes up with another huge save there. He's come up with some really, really big saves. So it might not happen this episode, but we are on the verge of securing our spot in the first tier. In our second season, don't forget, we were one of the odds-on favorites to be relegated this season. Much like last season, in which we were in a pretty similar position where we finished 6th. We are 7th right now. Maximenko rolls it out to Kuz to Stannis. I don't really like this back passing that much. I'd rather see them try to get the ball out to one of our fullbacks. He was looking for Sukov there. Sukov not quite on the same page. It was a little deep for him, and Sukov didn't make the run. So we end up giving a possession. They are going to get a free shot here. They're on the verge of scoring this entire game. They finally get a free runner, and it's not the striker. We've done a good job of limiting their striker's interaction in the game, but it's that run off back shoulder. I believe that was Sukov. Didn't quite stay with his man there. It's not really a defensive player. So we do concede first. We're going to go ahead and make a couple of changes here. So Aja is having an absolutely horrible game. So we're going to bring in Yevti for him. And we're also going to substitute Coombe out, and we're going to bring in Weiss, because Coombe was sort of struggling to get into the game as well. So Maximenko has the goal kick. He's going to clear it to Yevti. I almost said Levti. Yevti finding Sissoko. Eventually the ball comes down to Pileli. Out wide to Sukov. Sukov trying to find Ailton there. Unfortunately, they cannot connect. We do concede possession, and now Rostov is on the attack once again. We have lots of numbers back still. K-Lely with a great tackle there. Unfortunately, not able to win back possession. A through ball finds the mark, and we concede again. And that's what I was talking about with their striker. He's not necessarily threatening because of his goal scoring ability. Again, he has 10 goals, which is a decent amount, but nothing really to write home about. But it's his ability to find others in the attack. And there, Yevtiv just gets lost. He gets caught ball watching, doesn't see that runner coming back shoulder, and we do pay for it. Yevtiv now, he's going to find P-Lely. P-Lely to Ailton. Ailton opts to take the shot, didn't really have help going in that direction. Sukov looked to be in an offside position. One last substitution just because it's unlikely that we're going to be able to pull this game back because there's only 15 minutes left. But we are going to try it. So we're going to bring in Sereda for K-Lely. It's just a bit of a more offensive-minded move. Maximenko is going to send that one deep. He finds Sukov. Sukov needs a bit of help. He's going to pass it towards the middle to Sereda. Sereda looking for Sissoko, finds him in space. Sissoko not able to bring down that ball, excuse me. Does give up possession, but we do win it back. P-Lely finds Weiss. Weiss cross it. Ailton, oh, why didn't you first time it? It doesn't matter, he still scored. That was, I was going to be so mad that he didn't first time that, but he does hit it with power at the end. Right here, just puts his laces through it, hits it right at the goalkeeper, but it was just hit so strongly that there was no chance of the goalkeeper saving it. But man, when he did not hit that first time, I was about to rage so much. Rostov with the attack, they have lots of numbers forward now. What a tackle by Stanis. Stanis, that was absolutely beautiful. We're going to find Weiss in space. Come on, Weiss, finish this. Finish this. We tied it up. We only had 15 minutes and we tied it up. Oh, that was beautiful play. Started from the back. Absolutely brilliant defending by Stanis there. What a tackle. Then finds Sukov. Sukov, head up, sees that Weiss is one-on-one with a central defender, passes it into space, and then Weiss with just a beautiful strike there underneath the keeper. We do tie the game up 2-2, and straight from kickoff there is another highlight. Can we make it 3? Our defense has been holding strong. We saw our defense turn into offense that game. Kuz with a fantastic tackle that time. Looking deep for Ailton now. Ailton, he has help. Oh, that was a heavy touch, but he wins it back. Sukov in space. He has plenty of numbers in the box. Get a cross in. I was looking for Sereda. Probably not the right target there in that situation, but still was a pretty decent cross. Ball into space. Maximenko. Wow, talk about a confident goalkeeper there. Look how far out Maximenko came to collect that. Deep ball finds Ailton to Sukov. Sukov again has help in the box. Ailton. Oh, I thought that was going to be the strike to put us on top. Ailton just not doing a good enough job. He hits it straight into the keeper. Kuz with the header. It goes over the crossbar. Some fantastic opportunities by us here in the dying minutes of this game. The ball is launched forward. Yevtiv does enough. We are going to be able to collect possession here. Come on, Kuz, get it away. Get it away. There you go. Oh, that was a bad pass. But Sereda collects. Finds Weiss. Weiss, his pass gets deflected. Ball's launched deep. Not Aja, I almost called that Aja. Mbandi collects, knocks it deep himself. We concede possession. This is just at this point in the game, everybody's panicking and we're just launching the ball forward here. Sissoko with the interception. That was a poor goal kick. And Sissoko, I am not sure what he was attempting with that ball. Ailton now, Sukov in a ton of space. He has runners. Pass it through to Sissoko. Pass it through to Sissoko. Sissoko with the shot. Sissoko has scored a few goals here. He's not the greatest of strikers. But that was a good ball. Would have liked to have seen it passed on the ground though. Giving Sissoko a chance the first time that. Sissoko with the ball into the box looking far post. He's not going to be able to find any targets. Now Rostov on the counterattack. They launch the ball deep. Yevtiv is going to be able to collect. He passes back to Maximenko, to Stanis, to Maximenko. Launches it deep. I'm not sure if he was looking for Sukov or Ailton there, but he finds neither of them. And we do get the offside call there. Time is winding down as Maximenko takes this free kick to Mbandi. looking for Sarada. He finds him. Sissoko in a ton of space. Get a good cross in. Looking back post once again. Isn't going to be able to find anybody, but there was a mistake. Oh, and the whistle. That sucks. Normally, I'm hoping that the whistle blows in these episodes, but that is one situation where I am incredibly disappointed to see the whistle blown. I know the attack was disrupted, but it was a poor clearance from their defender. Sukov had the ball at the edge of the box in space. We had plenty of numbers in the box. We'll never know if he may have gotten a cross hand if we would have scored. But the whistle does blow. It was just a little bit too little too late. But 2 goals in the last 15 minutes of the game. Absolutely outstanding. What a match. What a comeback from the boys. And that's going to do it for this episode, guys. Unfortunately, we couldn't bring you a win. But what a match. Full of excitement. That late game comeback was absolutely amazing. Be sure to like and favorite the video. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at Johnny2Thumb17 is the handle. And until next time, guys, peasy.